Ariel Helwani in Inglewood, California, alongside James Vick, who meets Beneil Dariush this Saturday at UFC 199. James, it's good to see you again. What happened to the voice?
Not nothing. Just cutting weight. You know,
Okay.
it gets a little weak when you cut weight.
You're not sick or anything?
No, not at all.
When I spoke to you a couple weeks ago on my show, we were talking about Evan Dunham. That's not happening anymore. It's Beneil Dariush. What'd you make of the switch?
Well, honestly, it's better. Beneil Dariush is ring tire. That's all I care about. The opponent really doesn't matter. I'm just trying to get to the top, and instead of being 14th, I'll be ranked 10th after this fight.
Are you surprised that he took the fight?
I was actually. I was surprised, but you know, I guess he's coming off a loss, and he, you know, probably has a bitter taste in his mouth from that. So I'm sure he wants to, you know, try to redeem himself from that, and then. You know, it's the opportunity is just to, you know, turn around. If you're healthy and you turn around in 5 weeks and make, you know, another good check, then it's always worth it.
Did you watch that fight that he had against Chiesa? And if so, I mean, obviously he lost. He was submitted. It was somewhat shocking to see because he's so good at jiu-jitsu. Did you take any lessons away from that you can utilize in this fight?
Well, yeah, I definitely watch the fight, you know, but I watch every fight, literally every single fight I watch. I think that you know, he was clearly winning the fight. I think he had a bad game plan. He started shooting in for takedowns when I felt like they were unnecessary. I think maybe his success he had at the end of the first round when he took Chiesa's back. I think that got him a little overconfident that he could go, and he went in for the takedown when he was clearly winning the striking battle. And then I think he, you know, gassed himself out a little bit. I think that's what cost him.
And Chiesa did all of that, having to go to the bathroom really badly. Did you hear about that story?
I did hear about that. Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, for sure.
Has that ever happened to you?
I've had to pee, but I've never had to use number 2 like that. You know, so yeah, that sounds pretty rough.
It's funny you talk about watching the fights. I remember after 197, I think you went on this like marathon of watching all the combat sports that you missed leading up to it, right? Boxing and MMA and all that stuff. You always do that? You just tape everything and watch it after?
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Literally, like my girlfriend, I guess she's kind of gotten used to it at this point. We haven't seen a movie in probably like 2 years. Like seriously, all I do is watch fighting. I have. On my DVR back home, when I'm back in Texas, not in training camp, I have hours of it recorded. I have all Showtime boxing, HBO boxing, any MMA. I watch. That's all I watch. I would say I probably watch a good 3 to 4 hours of fighting every single day.
Wow. Best fight you've seen in 2016, regardless of combat sport. What comes to mind?
Man, it's hard. I've seen so many I can't even name one. Literally, I've watched.
Stumped you?
Yeah.
Think about it.
Let me think. The Bisping
Anderson
fight was really good. And it was, you know, that was probably the best one I can think of off the top of my head.
Robbie Lawler, Carlos Condit. That feels like it was last year. It was actually the beginning of the year.
Okay, yeah, that was probably it then. Yeah.
Did you see Angela Lee versus Mei Yamaguchi in ONE FC?
No, I didn't.
You missed that one.
Yeah, I missed
It's slipping.
I know.
That's a great fight. 5 rounds.
Okay, I'm gonna go check that out for sure.
All right. What is it like though being here? Big event. Coming back after 197, you're part of the media day and all this. This is kind of new to you. You have in the past you've sort of flown under the radar. Do you feel like, wow, okay, this is part of the process. I'm moving along. I'm moving up the ladder. Does it feel good?
Yeah, it feels great. I feel like I'm where I should be.
Yeah.
I feel like if I hadn't had all these injuries, then I would already be here. I feel like this fight's going to change my life big time, and I'm excited. I'm excited, optimistic for my future. I really believe I'm going to be a world champion, and I believe this is a great step in the right direction.
Well, best of luck to you, my man. Good to catch up. Looking forward to the fight very much.
Thank you, man.